The Coin Lady channel is pleased to have you back. Last night, I listened to Charles Hoskinson in a gap. If you can ignore his gripes, he's actually rather intelligent. He was making some criticisms of the XRP ecosystems based on it, and I'd like to share two things that he did well with XRP. They completely messed up on 2 points that I felt were important, and one about which there is ongoing discussion. Alright, let's go right in. Although they may not have fully implemented all features or may have overlooked some, the early work of David Arthur and Jed did lay the groundwork for modern blockchain. They were the first to implement features like decentralized exchanges, smart contracts, pathfinding algorithms, and real-world assets. Additionally, most contemporary blockchains are now XRP's #1 major victory due to their methodology and the amount of effort they accomplished. It was a huge leap of faith to decide that mining wasn't essential. This is accurate if you have previously made such a claim while dealing with cryptocurrency. You were a heretic if your coin didn't use mining. Jed McCaleb was the one who noticed this and said it was inefficient. We derive our value from the public ledger. Miners are unnecessary. He is correct, too. Proof of work isn't suitable for most use cases, and when you look at new state-of-the-art blockchains, you'll notice that nearly none of them are. The second innovative and forward-thinking point is that there is more to money and currency than meets the eye. Decentralized exchanges and the tokenization of real-world assets are WS pathfinding algorithms. The developers of this protocol had grander ambitions than creating an untraceable digital currency. They aimed to improve upon the existing international payment system by loading it with whatever value it could hold. What they're getting at is that you increased the value of the base currency, which they were correct about. The Ethereum blockchain, their closest rival, has stolen many of their concepts, so there's no need to search any farther. You know, it's usually not that Ethereum token that's driving value on Ethereum, is it? DAO, a compound maker, is the engine behind all these DAO applications that have been made for gaming and, well, you get the picture. The notion that it's significantly more than a single coin relates to Ripple and XRP. Here are some of the things I feel they utterly failed to grasp. The first, distribution of the resources is, in my opinion, the most important and obvious. But hear me out, they laid the groundwork for the system, therefore it's only fair that they decide how to distribute resources. It was a brilliant move, in my opinion, however it won't be good for the XRP ledger or XRP in the long run if you tie Ripple as a value generator to your for-profit enterprise. Imagine our current situation, a multi-billion-dollar monster is constructing solutions and expanding several businesses on top of each other. This is fantastic news for the XRP ledger, but not all of it should go to them. Particularly careless was the distribution of XRP to the individuals. Chris, Jed, and Arthur each received 4 or 5 billion XRP, and you didn't receive much in return for that early allocation. Jet, meantime, has been dumping on people's heads for what seems like an eternity. Those funds were misallocated. It worked out well for those people, they became millionaires very immediately. However, the XRP ledger did not fare well in the long run. There was a far more efficient use of that value that they could have done. Second thing, they were pioneers in the decentralized exchange space, but they completely disregarded it for a long time. They could have been the first to implement ideas like Claudius, the concept of smart contracts, and all the value that has been built on Ethereum, but they kind of put it on the back burner. Now they're bringing it all back, adding AMs and bridging technologies and all that, in an effort to get this stuff going again. Ignoring the store space was the main issue, in my opinion. Interestingly, Ripple started off as a retail company. Plus, they changed their focus to providing solutions for companies. Okay, I see. The retail sector, however, is too important to overlook, because to its early adopter status. Retail users will accept your product and create value for you if it works, is useful, and is innovative. Institutional money and their money both spend exactly the same amount. Your decision to disregard that entire area was, in my opinion, a huge error. I believe they are currently fixing it, but it is frustrating to have to play catch-up when you were supposed to be ahead. That dubious one was a huge blunder, in my opinion. Do you recall that I mentioned there's one subject about which it's difficult to have an opinion? The best incentive, according to David Schwartz, is none at all. First and foremost, I want to clarify that Ripple did not receive all of the reward. To begin with, I don't buy it based on that assumption. Secondly, they often cite TCP/IP as proof that people create things online not because the internet pays them, but because it's practical and helps them establish a business. Consequently, this is how the XRP ledger will function. Also, I understand that line of reasoning and can see that. And in the end, they might be correct. But elsewhere, we see a lot more construction, even from chains that might not be as capable. On that site, people are constructing. It might be the incentive system at work here. We are somewhat hindered by that. We will need to observe this unfold over an extended period of time. Perhaps Dave is right. Perhaps he isn't. However, I have my doubts about that one. Well, that concludes our video. Like and subscribe as usual, and feel free to leave a comment with your opinions. Muchas gracias, depart.